Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is going to be for this week, okay, so from the 29th to the 4th. So let's jump straight in and see what's going on for you guys. We've had this card coming up for a few weeks, at least from what I can remember here, Sagittarius. Very, very good. Already. For Sagittarius, you've been crafting something, like maybe just in your mind, like there is something that you're doing, like it feels like manifesting. I think you're doing something intentionally. There's something about doing something intentionally, and that's what seems to be changing something with your manifestations. Maybe you're being more intentional, more mindful. Interesting. Clarify the moon. Listen to your gut, listen to your dreams, all right? They are going to be warning you in particular about a certain somebody. Could be in a workplace, someone that you work with, or someone that you're collaborating with in some way. If something's telling you not to do something, trust that gut instinct. You might be trying to tell yourself, like, maybe it's just a dream, you're being a bit, like, fearful, which sometimes the moon card does say that. It's the only one that came through with a very specific message, okay? And I will get to the rest of it, but this was very important. And now I'm getting a lot of different things, but if something is telling you that, don't talk yourself out of your intuition. Sometimes the moon comes in and it is a bit of distortion of reality, and maybe you'll be telling yourself that, like maybe it's just coming from my fears, like, you know, like what I've been through and my trust issues and blah, blah, blah. Like you might be telling yourself this. But one key thing that I've learned when it comes down to this, and I am seeing to not trust a certain set of people. It could be 3 people or it could be 2 people, and you could be the third. I don't know who you work with, but just pay attention to it and just be careful with that, because the moon is just saying that something may be hidden. There may be a secret plan. There may be a secret conversation that you're feeling. So trust your gut instincts with the moon, okay? Trust your dreams when they come up, okay? Especially if you already feel like the odd one out or something, there is a deep feeling inside you when this happens. Only for a few of you. All right, just have to say. All right, now the next thing I wanted to say with the moon and the 3 of Pentacles is there might be a little bit, oh yeah, what I was going to say, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you guys do that too, but in your reading, I'm just jumping from one thing to another. That's very Sagittarius energy coming through. What I was saying is, the biggest thing I learned when it comes down to people, Sagittarius, is the biggest mistake that I made personally. I can't control people, absolutely not, and I would never try, especially if they do me wrong, and that's on them, not on me. But the thing that I made a mistake in is giving people the benefit of the doubt when I knew something was wrong. And that's always something I reflect on and something I forgive myself for. It happens, you know, we learn. But that's one thing that I realized was a problem for me, was that I was giving people the benefit of the doubt even when I knew that there was something up or that something didn't seem quite right. So just pay attention. That could be a bit of a message for you guys. The rest of this looks good, by the way, so don't you worry. But the moon and the 3 of Pentacles, you might also be trying to heal from feeling like misunderstood is the word that came up, but the vibes that I'm getting is more to do with like feeling like the odd one out, or always feeling like you don't fit in somewhere. So you guys might be feeling like that, and if you don't feel like you fit in where you are, it does kind of feel like you're waiting for something like a community or a workplace situation that you are going to feel like you fit in. And I do see that coming for you, only because I see some luck coming in, and I'm going to show you. I'm so sorry that I'm like bouncing around, but I just wanted to say that with the work situation that came up here, there was the Tower and the 9 of Wands, which is a feeling of being hurt, you know, feeling like you should have been prepared for it and, you know, have been on guard for it, because it does feel like you're going to be unmasking someone or realizing that someone was a bit fake. I am seeing secrets or like secret conversations of someone kind of saying one thing to you and saying one thing to another person. Like, just be careful with that. Like, false promises is what's coming through. Just pay attention to it, okay? Anyway, The rest of your reading is very good. I do feel like you're manifesting something because serendipity came up first and we have happy, okay, Sag? So this is good luck. This is being in the right place at the right time. So your manifestation, the universe is looking out for you. I know sometimes you can feel a bit neglected and feel a little bit like, why is my life the way that it is? But the serendipity card, especially with your current situation, I can understand that. You are going to find a lucky opportunity, or rather a lucky opportunity is going to find you, because serendipity is about being in the right place at the right time. Of course, though, we do need courage when this card comes in, because this is my free will card out of the deck, because as much as this 4-leaf clover representing something lucky is going to come through, you have to have the courage to jump and grab it. Okay, and that can be scary, that can be daunting. You may have fears of embarrassment or failure or like what if, but just don't do that to yourself. I feel like you manifested this. This happy card is something that you felt connected to, that was coming in. Something that was coming in. Or something that you just know you're going to look at it and be like, that's perfect. Like, I'm going to make the most of that. When it comes down to maybe an idea, okay, but this is something that you have to take action towards when you see it. Right now, I get a deep sense of waiting, because the tarot cards that came through was the 3 of Wands and the Hanged Man. But this is where I felt like you weren't just sitting around and waiting. I do feel like you're doing the work, you're doing the inner work, and you're doing some manifestation. I can see that. All right, you're sitting, you're contemplating, you're observing, you're looking at things in different perspectives, and even though the situation around you is making you feel a little bit out of place, or a little bit like, I don't know how I feel about this, you have something very special coming in for you, and it does feel like a big stroke of luck. That's what it feels like. Okay, so happy. So how I'm seeing it, something is going to come in just like that serendipity, and it's representing this egg in the happy card, which is something that not only is going to be great when it comes into your life, but it's an egg, so it's going to hatch a bit later too. So this could represent an idea, this could represent, some sort of opportunity that comes in that you can grow and nurture, and it will turn into something much greater down the line. The great thing about this card is that you will already feel happy and as if it's connected to what you've been asking for way before it even gives you what you are asking for, if that makes sense. I'm seeing you receiving the egg, but I see that you see it not just as an egg, but as what it's going to turn out to be after it hatches. Does that make sense to you? So you have the Hanged Man, the 3 of Wands, which is putting the intention out there and waiting for it to come through. Again, I feel like you're being very intentional with this period of waiting and watching and being observant. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is ruled by Jupiter, which is another planet that rules you. So it's a planet of luck, expansion. Okay, so things are going to get bigger in your life. Things are going to be, there's going to be things that you can indulge in, and it's Sagittarius energy as well, 9th house, so you guys are very familiar with that. It could involve travel, it could involve higher learning, higher education, or it could just be something that fuels you. So this is very good for you, Sagittarius. All right, I am gonna go in and I'm gonna pull you a keyword for the week. Interesting, which you're doing, it makes sense. We have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation, and I think this is one to do with what I was saying with that Hanged Man. I think that even though you're in a stuck position and kind of not liking your current circumstance, I think you're able to see both sides, not just your present situation, but what you're manifesting, which is perfect. Secondly, when it comes down to these particular people, for whatever reason that they're doing whatever they're doing, I do believe that you're being asked to have some empathy here, to see both sides of the situation. All right, for Sagittarius, let's get you some random messages for the week. For Sagittarius, seeing a USB, like that was very strange. Very random. For Sagittarius, please. All right. Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead, but I think that's what you're doing. If not, the Hanged Man is definitely what you need to do. Yeah, there is some very high, there's a lot of significance around travel for you. We have horse and a boat. Horse says short journey, and a boat, by the way, is very lovely. This says money or property through a windfall, inheritance, or winning. I'm telling you guys are going to come across some sort of luck here. It may be a little bit at a distance from you, or maybe it's like abroad or something with that short journey here, whatever it means. We have eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. And again, use your intuition to make beneficial changes with that unicorn, okay? So a lot of this is making sense and going similar to what we've already been saying. So Sagittarius, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here with me. And I hope to see you guys next time. All right.